In today's story, I'll be telling you about a person who has spent the last 50 years shaping environmental policy for a country that is now carbon negative. Hello, it's James from the Global Portrait Project, where I'm painting 193 portraits of 193 subjects, with each person painted involved in a positive environmental story in their country. And today it's the turn for country number 20, Bhutan. The Kingdom of Bhutan is a landlocked country in the eastern Himalayas, located between countries beginning with I and C. The autonomous region of Tibet is immediately to the north of Bhutan. The main environmental concerns in Bhutan are land degradation, biodiversity and habitat loss, high fuel wood consumption, and human-wildlife conflicts. Bhutan is a carbon-negative country exporting electricity from its hydroelectric program and absorbing more carbon dioxide than it produces from its extensive protected forest areas. Bhutan is a shining light in environmental action. The government of Bhutan has a history of basing political decisions on a gross national happiness index and abandoning economic growth as their main compass. It's the only country in the world to make such a switch and the first country to become carbon negative. Steering the country's environmental strategy for a large part of the last 50 years has been Dasho Paljor J Dorji, commonly known as Dasho Benji, who is the subject of my portrait for Bhutan. Benji devised and established a National Environmental Trust Fund to finance ongoing conservation work in Bhutan, insulating funding of work from donor fatigue. Whilst in office, Dasho Benji was visited by the WWF forestry consultant John McKinnon, who proposed to Benji that following his analysis, he felt Bhutan could protect at least 60% of its forest. Benji presented this to the fourth king, along with how this could be supported by the trust fund, along with the benefits it would confer. This was committed to by the king and has become one of the pillars of Bhutan's environmental policy. Benji was also involved in the drafting of the Middle Path, the country's first national environmental strategy, which was published in 1998. Dasho Benji established Bhutan's first non-governmental organisation, the Royal Society for the Protection of Nature, in 1987 to conserve the country's black-necked crane population and to preserve the country's biodiversity in general. Benji was responsible for protecting the winter feeding grounds of the cranes. He stopped the Bumthang Valley wetlands being trained for seed potato farms and had the valley designated as a protected area. The Bhutan Ornithological Society, as well as the Bhutan Ecological Society, were founded by Benji, who then served as founding president. In 2018, Benji was named as one of nature's heroes by the Royal Society for the Protection of Nature in Bhutan. Final words from Benji. Our world is so threatened and so fragile. Nature has a very harsh way of paying back any insults thrown at it. There is more information about this painting and how to get involved with the Global Portrait Project on the website and Instagram page, and the links are in the description below. Next time we'll be meeting someone who has devoted their life to protecting trafficked animals in Bolivia.